All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Tanvi Taneja and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund will boost farmers' income and give fillip to sectoral infrastructure. Railways to generate 8 lakh man-days of employment for migrant workers in the next 125 days. West Bengal government extends lockdown till July 31st amid spike in COVID-19 cases. CBDT extends last date for filing income tax return for 2019-20 till 30th of November. And terror financing watchdog FATF decides to continue Pakistan in the grey list. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that setting up of the Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund augurs well for the sector. He said it will boost the income of the hard-working farmers and investment and sectoral infrastructure, especially in dairies, will get an impetus. In a series of tweets on cabinet decisions, Mr. Modi said the government is committed to a vibrant MSME sector. He said the cabinet approved an interest subvention scheme for Shishu loan accounts under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, and the scheme would provide valuable support and stability to small businesses. On the decision of granting international status to Kushinagar Airport, the Prime Minister said it is a great news for Uttar Pradesh, tourism and those inspired by the noble thoughts of Lord Buddha. He said connectivity will improve significantly. Mr. Modi said more tourists and pilgrims will also mean better opportunities for the local population. The Cabinet yesterday approved historic reforms in space, banking and animal husbandry sector. The Cabinet meeting held under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ratified the decision of boosting private sector participation in the space sector of the country. Union Atomic Energy and Space Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh informed that the government will constitute Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Centre in Space for effective socio-economic usage of space technology.
This decision will allow ISRO to focus more on research and development activities, while this in space will augment the Space Commission and additional members. There will be a strengthening of the Department of Space. Some of the new posts will be created, some structure will be created. But in a nutshell, we will have this new board called Indian National Space Promotion, and it will take care of what is known as private space entrepreneurs. Usko lekar ke ek ऐतिहासिक निर्णय है.
Dr. Singh added that the public sector enterprise, New Space India Limited (NSIL), will endeavour to reorient space activities from a supply-driven model to a demand-driven model, thereby ensuring optimum utilisation of our space assets. Briefing media in New Delhi, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar informed that urban cooperative and multi-state cooperative banks will be brought under direct supervision of the Reserve Bank of India. Mr. Javadekar said the government has also taken a decision to develop an international airport in Kushinagar in Uttar Pradesh, emphasizing the impetus which the decision will provide to international tourism in the country by connecting the Buddha circuits. The minister informed that it will also help in development of all nearby tourist destinations, including Sarnath and Gaya, among others.
कुशीनगर बुद्धिस्ट सर्कल का मध्य बिंदु है. उसके आसपास लुम्बिनी, श्रीवस्ती, कपिलवास्तु और थोड़े दूरी पर सारनाथ, गया है, लेकिन वहाँ अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर का एयरपोर्ट नहीं था. अब वो कुशीनगर में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय एयरपोर्ट हो रहा है, जिसमें 3 किलोमीटर की एयर स्ट्रिप बन चुकी है. अब कोई भी एयरबस जैसा बड़ा जहाज भी उतर सकता है और मुझे विश्वास है जैसे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय यातायात शुरू होगी, यहाँ भी विमान आने लगेंगे.
Mr. Javadekar also informed that the government has extended a 2% interest waiver to nearly 9 crore 37 lakh Mudra Shishu loan borrowers.
एक तरह से दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्मॉल बैंक लोन का प्रोग्राम है. इसके अंतर्गत एकदम ही छोटा जिसका 50,000 तक का लोन होता है, उसको शिशु लोन स्कीम कहते हैं. 9 करोड़ 37 लाख लोगों को लोन मिला है. इन लाभार्थियों को अब ब्याज में 2% की छूट मिलेगी. ये बहुत बड़ा काम उनके लिए हो रहा है.
In another landmark decision which aims to provide employment to nearly 35 lakh youths of the country, the government introduced a 15,000 crore Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund for infrastructure-related development in animal husbandry, dairy and livestock-related enterprises. Under the scheme, up to 90% of loan for starting such enterprises will be given by the banks. The government has also extended an interest subvention of 3% on all such loans under the scheme. In another major announcement, the Minister informed that the tenure of the OBC Commission set up to suggest better ways for effective transfer of benefits to the other backward classes in the country has been extended till 31st of January of next year. He also informed that as part of India's Look East policy, ONGC will invest over 900 crore rupees for research and development of 2 gas blocks in Myanmar.
Railways will generate 8 lakh man-days of employment opportunity for migrants and others in infrastructure projects worth 1,800 crore rupees in the next 125 days. Minister of Railways has reviewed the progress of Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan with zonal railways and railway PSUs through video conference meeting. The Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan is in operation in 116 identified districts of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa and Jharkhand. Chairman, Railway Board Binod Kumar Yadav took a video conference meeting with general managers, divisional railway managers and managing directors of PSUs regarding the progress of Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. A report.
The Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan of 125 days will involve focused implementation of 25 categories of works and activities in 116 districts. Each of these districts has a large concentration of returnee migrant workers. Public works to be undertaken during this campaign will have a resource envelope of 50,000 crore rupees. The Abhiyan will be a convergent effort between 12 different ministries and departments, including rural development, Panchayati Raj, road transport and highways, telecom and agriculture. It will expedite implementation of 25 public infrastructure works and works relating to augmentation of livelihood opportunities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had launched the Abhiyan on 20th June to empower and provide livelihood opportunities in areas witnessing large number of returnee migrant workers affected by the COVID pandemic. With Anand Chaturvedi, Suparna Saikia, AIR News, Delhi.
India and China discussed in detail the developments in the India-China border areas, in particular the situation in eastern Ladakh. The 15th meeting of the Working Mechanism for Consultation and Coordination on India-China Border Affairs was held yesterday through video conference. The Indian side conveyed its concerns on the recent developments in eastern Ladakh, including on the violent face-off in Galwan Valley area on 15 June that had resulted in casualties. It was emphasized that both sides should strictly respect and observe the line of actual control. The Indian delegation was led by Joint Secretary East Asia, while Director General of the Department of Boundary and Oceanic Affairs of the Chinese Foreign Ministry led the Chinese delegation. The External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that the two sides recalled the conversation last week between the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and reaffirmed that both sides should sincerely implement the understanding on disengagement and de-escalation that was reached by the senior commanders on 6th of June.
The Central Board of Direct Taxes, CBDT, has extended the time limit for filing of original as well as revised income tax returns for 2018-19 till 31st of July this year. It has also extended the due date for filing income tax returns for 2019-20 till 30th of November this year. The decision has been taken considering the difficulties faced by applicants due to COVID-19 pandemic. In order to provide relief to small and middle class taxpayers, the CBDT has also extended the due date for payment of self-assessment tax up to the limit of 1 lakh rupees till 30th of November this year. The due date for making various investments and payments for claiming deduction under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act has also been extended till 31st of July for the financial year 2019-20. The CBDT has also extended the date for linking of Aadhaar with PAN till 31st of March next year. To make digital lending more transparent, the Reserve Bank of India has directed banks, non-banking financial corporations, NBFCs, and digital lending platforms to disclose full information upfront on their websites to customers. The direction comes against the backdrop of several complaints relating to exorbitant interest rates and harsh recovery measures, among others, against lending platforms. The RBI said that immediately after sanction of the loan, a letter must be issued to the borrower on the letterhead of the bank or NBFC concerned. It also said that a copy of the loan agreement, along with a copy each of all enclosures quoted in the loan agreement, shall be furnished to all borrowers at the time of sanction or disbursement of loans. It also asked the banks and NBFCs to create awareness about the grievance redressal mechanism.
Human Resource Development Ministry has released roadmap for NCERT for the year 2020-2021. Under it, NCERT has been asked to prepare infographics, posters and presentations explaining each of the learning outcome for each subject and grade for classes 1 to 5 by October this year and for classes 6 to 12 by March next year. The online teacher training courses have to be prepared for teachers of each grade for classes 1 to 5 by December this year and for classes 6 to 12 by June 2021. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has released the annual TB report 2020 through a virtual event. According to the report, over 24 lakh TB patients have been notified in 2019. This amounts to a 14% increase in TB notification as compared to 2018. Near complete online notification of TB patients have been achieved through the Nikshay system. There has been a reduction in the number of missing cases to 2.9 lakh cases as against more than 10 lakhs in 2017.
The Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, MSDE, in partnership with the IBM, has unveiled free digital learning platform called Skills Build Reignite to reach more job seekers and provide new resources to business owners in India. The Directorate General of Training, DGT, under the aegis of MSDE, has also announced a 10-week duration Skills Build Innovation Camp for students, providing hands-on project experience, enhanced learning and increased employability. Union Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dr. Mahendranath Pandey, has congratulated DGT and IBM India for their collaborative efforts. In Madhya Pradesh, the daughter of a poor family of the state has joined the Air Force as an officer and has brought laurels for her family. Aanchal Gangwal joined the Indian Air Force as a flying officer. Her father, Suresh Gangwal, is a tea seller in Neemuch district of the state. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has also praised her achievement. More from our correspondent.
Aanchal was commissioning into the Indian Air Force a few days back, but it was not an easy journey as sometimes her father did not even have the money to pay for her education fees. Aanchal's father said that her commissioning was a proud moment for our family.
बहुत खुशी हो रही है। एक तरह से ये समझो कि परसों के दिन उसने ये मुकाम हासिल करा। फादर्स डे था तो अपने को ये लगता है जैसे फादर्स डे में अपने को बहुत बड़ा उपहार मिला है बच्ची की तरफ से। ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है।
He said his daughter dreamt of joining the IAF after seeing the bravery of its personnel in helping people during the 2013 Kedarnath tragedy. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan congratulated Aanchal Gangwal for making the state proud and extended best wishes to her. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund will boost farmers' income and give fillip to sectoral infrastructure. Railways to generate 8 lakh man-days of employment for migrant workers in the next 125 days. West Bengal government extends lockdown till July 31 amid spike in COVID-19 cases. CBDT extends the last date for filing income tax return for 2019-20 till 30th November. And terror financing watchdog FATF decides to continue Pakistan in the grey list. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, तो बात करो, कुछ मदद करो, कोरोना के चलते याद रखो, घर से निकलो तो मास्क पहनना, मास्क के पीछे मुस्कुराना, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान।
The West Bengal government has decided to extend the ongoing lockdown in the state till 31st of July this year. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee announced this at the State Secretariat last evening after an all-party meeting discussed the COVID situation in the state. Ms. Banerjee said the decision has been taken in view of continuous rise of COVID cases in the state. She said that the lockdown will be extended with more relaxations. She said that educational institutions in the state will be closed till 31st of July. Ms. Banerjee said that private nursing homes have been directed for cost-effective COVID treatment. The all-party meeting has also decided to form a committee for preparing a resolution on Amphan grants which will be sent to the central government. Referring to the opposition party's allegations, Ms. Banerjee said that she has directed the administration for smooth distribution of relief materials to the needy without seeing any party colour. The government has said that the recovery rate of COVID-19 has improved to 56.7% in the country and 2,58,685 people have been cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 10,495 people have recovered from COVID-19. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,83,022. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said 15,968 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 4,56,183.
Uttar Pradesh government has strengthened the medical surveillance system for early identification of suspected COVID patients, and it has put one surveillance team each in 58,000 village panchayats of state. Principal Secretary Health Amit Mohan Prasad said that an order has been issued in this regard. More from our correspondent.
More than 6 lakh samples of suspected COVID-19 cases have been tested in state. Currently, there are 6,375 active corona patients in 75 districts of the state, while 12,586 patients have been discharged after total recovery. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has directed officials to give final shape to the proceedings of setting up more than 1 lakh medical screening teams. He said that the medical screening teams have an important role in controlling the COVID-19. Hence, the members of the team should be trained and sensitized well. While presiding over a high-level meeting, Chief Minister said that the asymptomatic corona-infected persons should be kept in COVID hospitals and subjected to constant health checkup. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Under Vande Bharat mission, 4 flights carrying 699 stranded passengers from Sharjah, Al Khaimah, UAE, Kyiv, Ukraine, and Muscat, Oman, reached Gaya in Bihar last evening. Out of these passengers, 168 are from Sharjah, 180 from Muscat, 162 from Kyiv, and 189 from Al Khaimah. These passengers were stranded due to lockdown. Passengers were sent for quarantine after thermal screening. They have to stay in paid hotel quarantine for 7 days.
As many as 19,604 passengers have been brought to Mumbai in 125 flights from different countries so far as part of the centre's Vande Bharat mission. Maharashtra Chief Minister's office statement said that in addition to this, more than 45 flights are expected to land in Mumbai by July 1st. Details in this report.
According to Maharashtra government data, of the total number of passengers, 13,899 are from Maharashtra and 7,218 are from Mumbai. In view of COVID-19 outbreak, passengers from Mumbai were admitted to institutional quarantine facilities set up in different hotels by the state government, while others were sent to their respective districts for getting quarantined. Meanwhile, post the resumption of domestic commercial passenger flights operations from May 25, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport in Mumbai has catered to a total of 2,01,258 passengers till date. Nivedita, AIR News, Mumbai.
The Maharashtra government has told the Bombay High Court that Indian School Certificate Examination ICSE Board cannot be permitted to conduct its pending standard 10th and 12th exams next month in view of current COVID-19 situation. The government said it has also decided not to conduct its own university exams for final year students in the state in the wake of the pandemic. The ICSE Board had decided to conduct its pending examinations from July 2nd to 12th across the state after they could not be held in March due to COVID-19 outbreak.
In Gujarat, the number of COVID-19 cases have reached 29,001, with 572 new cases coming up in the last 24 hours. 25 patients have lost their lives, taking the total death due to COVID-19 in the state to 1,736. More from our correspondent.
Following the discharge of 575 patients yesterday, the total number of patients recovered from COVID-19 in the state has gone up to 21,096. Out of 6,169 active cases in the state, conditions of 6,099 are stable, while 70 patients are on ventilator support. Out of 572 new cases reported yesterday, the maximum 205 cases reported from Ahmedabad city. More than 3,40,000 tests have been carried out in the state. Meanwhile, Minister of State for Home Pradeep Singh Jadeja ordered for action against a company for providing inferior quality sanitizers to police department. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Ahmedabad.
In our series Expert Speak, we bring you the views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. Anant Mohan, head of pulmonary medicine AIIMS, has advised people not to take medicines like hydroxychloroquine or antimalarial drug without the prescription of a doctor.
Please do not take medicines such as azithromycin, other antibiotics, antivirals or hydroxychloroquine or other antimalarials without a proper prescription by a doctor. Do not self-medicate.
Participating in our live phone-in program on COVID-19, senior psychiatrist Dr. Avdesh Sharma said that people should develop a habit of not touching their faces with their hands.
कोरोना व्यक्ति में तभी एंटर करता है अगर कोरोना का जो वायरस है वो हमारे शरीर में एंटर करे। मुश्किल कहाँ आती है, किसी जगह को हाथ लगाते हैं, लोग उसको हाथों से छूते हैं, बिना मास्क डाले हुए वही हाथ अपने मुंह पे लगाते हैं और उसको धो नहीं पाते, तो वहाँ पे कोरोना इन चीजों से फैल सकता है। ये ही बात को सीख जाएं कि अपने हाथों को हमने अपने चेहरे से दूर रखना है।
In Telangana, the number of COVID-19 cases crossed the 10,000 mark, with 891 persons testing positive for coronavirus. The total number of cases reported in the state so far has become 10,444. Positive cases have been shooting up for the past 10 days, ever since the state government initiated for testing 50,000 samples to gauge the prevalence of the disease. Karnataka is conducting secondary school leaving certificate SSLC board examination for class 10 students across the state from today. The examinations were earlier scheduled in March but postponed due to the lockdown. There are over 8,48,000 students taking the exams in 2,879 centers across the state. Over 1 lakh teachers and other staff from health, police and social welfare department are deputed for duty till the examinations are over on July 4.
In Tamil Nadu, vehicular movement from one district to the other remains suspended from today. Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy announced that public transport will be operated only within the districts till the end of this month. The move is aimed at containing the spread of COVID-19. Our correspondent tells us more.
The Tamil Nadu government has included COVID-19 treatment under the new health insurance scheme meant for its staff and pensioners. An order by the government issued yesterday has fixed the ceiling for the treatment in recognized hospitals under the scheme. The scheme was about to expire by the 30th of this month and has been given an extension for another year. In another development, Theni district has also joined Chennai and Madurai in going for a complete lockdown till the end of this month. In Madurai, the local administration has mobilized mobile medical teams to intensify the disease control measures. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
World Health Organization WHO has expected the world will reach 10 million coronavirus cases within the next week. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has told a virtual press conference in the first month of this outbreak, less than 10,000 cases were reported to the WHO. In the last month, almost 4 million cases have been reported, he said. The coronavirus has hit 9.3 million people and killed about 480,000 so far. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has sharply lowered its forecast for global growth this year, saying the coronavirus pandemic is causing a much steeper recession and a slower recovery than initially expected. IMF predicts that the global economy will shrink 4.9% this year, significantly worse than the 3% drop it had estimated in its previous report in April.
In a setback for Pakistan, the global terror financing watchdog Financial Action Task Force (FATF) has decided to keep Pakistan in the grey list for terror financing. The decision has been taken as Pakistan has failed to check the flow of money to terror groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. The decision was taken at the Financial Action Task Force's third and final plenary held virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The plenary was held under the Chinese presence of Jiang Mingliu. Now, Pakistan will continue to remain in the grey list till FATF's next meeting to be held in October. Now, it will be difficult for Pakistan to get financial aid from the IMF, World Bank, ADB and the European Union, thus further enhancing the problems for the nation, which is in a precarious financial situation. India has been maintaining that Pakistan extends regular support to terror groups like LET, JEM and Hizbul Mujahideen, whose prime target is India, and has urged FATF to take action against Islamabad. The U.S. has said that Pakistan remains a safe harbor for regionally focused terrorist groups. In its annual country reports on terrorism, U.S. State Department said Pakistan is one of the countries that figures in terrorist safe havens list. It said Pakistan allows terror groups such as Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed to operate from its territory and target India. The U.S. said Islamabad did not take action against terrorists such as JEM founder and UN-designated terrorist Masood Azhar, believed to remain free in Pakistan.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for today. On to the north, in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum is expected to be around 37 degrees. The city may witness generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. In Srinagar, minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 29 degrees. The city will face rain with thunderstorm. In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was recorded at 15 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 30 degrees. The sky will be partly cloudy with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. In Muzaffarabad, the city witnessed minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 34 degrees, with sky expected to be generally cloudy and possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. Chandigarh will witness generally cloudy sky with possibility of 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature in the city was recorded at 29 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 33 degrees. In Dehradun, the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum is expected to be around 32 degrees. The sky will be generally cloudy with a few spells of rain or thunder showers. In Hyderabad, the minimum temperature was 25 degrees, while maximum will be around 35 degrees. The city will face rain or thunder showers towards evening or night. Bangalore witnessed minimum temperature of 21 degrees and maximum will be around 29. The city may have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Ahmedabad will witness generally cloudy sky. Minimum temperature was 27, while maximum will be 36 degrees Celsius. Guwahati will witness generally cloudy sky with light rain. Minimum temperature in the city was 23 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 29 degrees.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. The border standoff between India and China continues to dominate top newspaper headlines. Diplomatically, India-China agreed to disengage at LAC, headlines The Asian Age. But reports of fresh Chinese army build-up put question mark on intent, adds The Daily. China's mixed signals after deal to disengage, headlines The Hindustan Times. Army chief visits Eastern Ladakh to review operational preparedness, headlines The Statesman. Under the caption, Chinese goods under the spotlight, the Economic Times reports, all Chinese cargo being checked following nationwide risk alert. Delhi is India's top corona city now, writes the Financial Express. The Times of India reports, house-to-house survey in city from June 27 to identify suspected cases. July 6 deadline makes it tough job to execute. Patanjali Ayurved's claim of breakthrough cure for COVID-19 also gets wide coverage. Ramdev Ayurvedic Corona Kit, no government nod. Trials that use allopathic drugs. Writes the Indian Express. Uttarakhand government to issue notice to Patanjali, heads the Financial Express. The Hindu report, UGC may scrap final year exams in light of increasing COVID-19 cases. And finally, the Pioneer writes that for the first time since independence, diesel prices have overtaken petrol prices in Delhi after the oil companies announced 18th day of consecutive fuel price hikes.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund will boost farmers' income and give fillip to sectoral infrastructure. Railways to generate 8 lakh man-days of employment for migrant workers in the next 125 days. West Bengal government extends lockdown till July 31st amid spike in COVID-19 cases. CBDT extends last date for filing income tax return for 2019-20 till 30th of November. And terror financing watchdog FATF decides to continue Pakistan in the grey list. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.